This man here is the leader of the current Labour Party, Sir Keir Starmer, and this lady here is Angela Rayner, his deputy. But they have a problem, because if they want to become the next incumbent of this particular famous address, 10 Downing Street, then they need to simply answer this burning question. Good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, 10 Downing Street today. A very windy Downing Street, let me tell you. No sign of Larry the cat for all those that are asking. Possibly having a day off and maybe going through some government papers. After all, seemingly, he could be even more well versed at doing that than some of the politicians that we have represented us here in the United Kingdom today. But as ever, back to your story. Now, this particular story has created a lot of traction over here in the UK, simply because, of course, people do not want to answer very basic, simple questions. Now, both Angela Rayner and Sir Keir Starmer, the leader and the deputy leader of the current British Labour Party, are refusing to say exactly what defines a woman. That's right. Now, of course, we understand the reasons why, because they don't want to offend potential voters, etc., etc. But to make it really clear, what, in my opinion, defines a woman, perhaps, is not what everybody else defines a woman to be. I think women are sharp, funny, articulate, and basically, at times, rule the world, particularly one lady who used to live in this particular number 10. You know who I mean. But of course, if they're struggling to define a woman, then how on earth can you possibly trust them by making important decisions if they were ever to form Her Majesty's government and to move into this particular address here in the heart of London? So for Angela and Sir Keir Starmer, I've decided that I'll make it very simple. This, by the way, is what a woman looks like. And if you're unsure, Angela and Keir, perhaps check in with your own mothers to find out, if they are still with us, of course, if you can find out exactly what a woman is. Or perhaps in the case of Sir Keir, check in with your wife. And Angela, maybe a few girlfriends. But what they need to do in order to secure any level of, well, decency and, more importantly, trust from the United Kingdom British public is truly answer the most simple and basic biological questions. Now, over here at 10 Downing Street could become their next home, but I doubt it if they can't answer to the most simple and basic questions like this. As ever, I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Neil Sean, 10 Downing Street, London.